Van Lith checks in to open things up here in the second quarter. Now she'll play primarily the point guard here for the Sky, allow Rachel Banham to play more off guard. Camila Cardoso aggressive at the first 6 points for
girl and let her go to work.
Already a better start for Chicago here to open up the second quarter than it was in the first quarter. Edwards, tough pass to try to handle. Van Lith hadn't played the last couple of games. Rachel Banham make it 74 three-pointers on the season. It's the 4th most in Chicago Sky history.
Kaylee Van Lith, 2 possessions, 2 assists.
Banham came into today tied with Ali.
Anything's possible, Lisa.
Yes. What a move. Zanaya Rivers off the bench. 7 points here so far. Perhaps motivated by her college head coach in attendance. Banham pump fake, driving, gives it up to Cardoso. She's in double figures.
So far, that has been
Rivers' second three-pointer. Zanaya Rivers, she's already halfway there at 10.
Well, her old college coach, Wes Moore, he's not impressed yet. I just looked over at him, and he hasn't even cracked a smile. So,
isn't that kind of Wes Moore?
That is true.
Tyler Marsh just got ejected from this game. We talked about the physicality of this series leading into
ejections. So based on that alone, Lisa, I would have assumed that the officiating, and instead we've seen just the opposite.
For Chicago, of course, was a head coach for Atlanta for a few years, coming into this assignment as his lead assistant here in Chicago.
Tyler Marsh has 3 former head coaches, if you count his father, on his staff.
Oh, challenging Elizabeth. 8 minutes with the ejection of Tyler Marsh and Bria Hartley with an important motivate you. It could possibly divide you. See what direction this game goes. So far, this is the largest lead of the game, and Cardoso draws the foul.
Tyler Marsh and the ejection. We called it from the very beginning that then you also saw a lot of physicality in the perimeter as well, and
it's important to note Tyler Marsh just wasn't a sickle nature against his team, in particular in the first 2 games against Connecticut. Lacan just coolly sinks the 2-pointer.
Tighter coming into game number 3 based on what has happened in the prior 2 games.
And Lacan, the aggressive defensive nature that we've seen here with Connecticut, forces the turnover. It's the 7th turnover here for the Sky, not there for Charles.
And Connecticut is completely unbothered by what has happened. Lacan, that's what she does. She leads all rookies in steals per game. She's had 2 games this season with 6 or more steals. Tenacity, they've scored some points off turnovers, and then it's led to some momentum on the offensive end.
Charles up against Cardoso, a little bit of a
trying to score over that 6'7" length, but there was no foul there by Camila Cardoso.
And Charles makes good on both free throws. 4 points on the day, Connecticut's leading scorer here for the season. Ariel Atkins determined to find her shot. Here's Rachel Banham. Well, they're giving Charles some touches. She turns and faces against Cardoso, sizes it up, not there. Angel Reese can get up and down pretty quickly. How about Uzun, a 2-pointer? Good up fake. Good.
Highest usage rate and assist rate of her career with Chicago.
And the mid-range falls for Hartley, who's put to. And now the Sky have a numbers advantage. And we got a defensive 3. The Atlanta Dream for 3 seasons. Of course, also an assistant with Vegas. And
the benefit of Tyler Marsh's coaching staff that he's assembled is Lisa, he has 3 former head coaches on his staff right now, and actually 1 current. He's got a great deal of experience on his staff.
Tina Charles got Cardoso all the way up in the air. 6 points, her second field goal down that Connecticut offense. And they just have not looked cohesive here on this end. Part of that is this Connecticut defense. Reese kicks it out and rattles it home. Banham has her second three-pointer.
That Rachel Banham playing with alongside Sevusen is it allows her to play off the ball and look for her threes.
And Morrow hits the long 2. She's defending Angel Reese, the 2 former LSU teammates. Here's Angel, lowers her head. There's no hesitation. Body bucket and 1, and a little friendly Tiger stare down. And Morrow pulls free throw line today.
You don't expect a team to shoot like that at home.
Angel has her 6th rebound. Uzun using the screen by Cardoso. Cardoso tip pass, Angel. A cutting Angel, the Skyscrapers connects.
Point shooting, which really hasn't been much of a sacrifice as that graphic just showed us, but in order to take on more of a ball handling responsibility once Courtney Vandersloot went out.
It's been interesting to see her transformation to be able to find her three-point shot along with her point guard duties with this team this year.
And it took her a little bit. It didn't come overnight. She had to have a couple weeks to adjust to that.
Charles twice gets fouled on that final attempt. All kinds of respect. You see the exchange there between Angel Reese and
Charles for taking that time to mentor young rising stars in the league like Angel Reese. Tina Charles is always the younger players.
She's been really good at the free throw line. A perfect 4 for 4. 11, Connecticut is 9 of 9 from the charity stripe. Cardoso, Reese. Connection keeps on growing. Another assist for Cardoso.
Nisa Morrell trying to take Angel Reese off the bounce.
Banham penetrating against Mabry. Cutting Lacan gives it up. Rivers directing traffic, backdoor cut to Mabry. 51 points Connecticut has put up in the first half.
Well, they have the number 13 rated offensive ranking in the entire WNBA. You never know it by the way they're playing tonight.
Nisa Morrow defending her old LSU.
His mom and dad will often come to games to support her when no one else is here.
Angel Reese, offensive rebound, short, gets it back, a tie-up. Goes into the hands of Charles instead. Here goes Lacan, who takes it all the way. There's some speed and some savviness by the rookie.
Well, that's where she is, attacking downhill and getting to the rim.
Made her WNBA debut this year, July 6th against Vegas. Uzun, Cardoso, a long 2. And Mabry, 16 points. Shoulder shake on Onyenwere to Nurse, catch and shoot, fires and hits.
Very poised. Michaela Onyenwere, she didn't panic. She found the nice release pass to Kia Nurse.
And Connecticut isn't wasting any time. Really quick offense. Charles, game and shot clock. Real impressive first half by Connecticut. They set the tone early. Kia Nurse once again goes back to back. A quick 6 points for Nurse. And Rivers splits the difference, can't put the lay-in away. You know, one of the few times this Connecticut offense hasn't been able to convert. They poured in 55 points in the first half. On his staff, Rena Wakama, you see there, was sitting with Tanisha Wright, and of course his dad Donnie sitting in the back row. Off the hands of Cardoso. Interesting to see the approach for the Sky here out of the gates at the start of the third quarter, but those quick. It's Angel Reese on Mabry. And Hartley left all alone in the corner, sinks a three-pointer, her first of the day. Hartley is a perfect 5 for 5 for 12 points here today. Atkins, good pass, good catch for Angel. Kicks it out. Michaela Onyenwere for three, drains it.
It's great awareness by Angel Reese.
Point shimmy. The Chicago Sky outscored Connecticut in the second quarter. Air ball by Mabry. Post-to-post pass, Cardoso, Reese. And Mabry to a leaking out Tina Charles. A layup drill for Charles. Four double figures for Connecticut. Charles can. Well, Charles, the leading scorer for Connecticut. And year number 14 at 36 years old. 5 to shoot. Atkins draws the contact against Hartley. And it's the second personal on Bria Hartley. And oh, so important free throws here for the Sky. Nice history. Mentioned that he's been the Belgium national team head coach. Belgium head coach.
And this Connecticut squad, it definitely has an international flavor to it.
Charles miss, gets her own miss, cleans it up. In what way they have an international flavor?
That are on the court, Lacan, but let's not forget, Bria Hartley also has dual French citizenship.
The free throw woes continue.
Want to share? Babies are sharing snacks.
It's always tough to transition into solid foods. And Onyenwere trying to fight over that screen. Picks up the foul, chasing Mabry.
And that's how you have to do that without picking up fouls.
Tina Charles trying to dribble away from Cardoso. And a 3-second in the lane and in rebounding territory, but a little bit too long. We played 3 minutes here in the third quarter. Banham, Cardoso on the roll. Tough angle to try to finish. Looks it off to Mabry. That's Hartley with the assist.
Runner off the line. She's very savvy, great at back cuts. And they are also playing some of their best basketball down the stretch.
And the roster has had quite the turnover from last year to this year. Tina Charles, another long two, 16. Cardoso drawing the foul.
You've seen that melt the ball, or like we just saw, that nice height.
They're doing a way better job here in the third quarter, converting on their free throws. Cardoso splits the pair there. Angel Reese gets blocked from Hartley, splitting the difference, but it's off. First for Connecticut. Get 4 turnovers after that last possession and an offensive foul call against Angel Reese trying to set the screen. Quarter. Mabry from the wing, in and out. Only 27%, but shooting the lights out here today. A foul on the offensive rebound.
Offensive end is impactful with her length. She's able to get tips, deflections. You saw a lot of that against the Liberty the other night.
Cardoso again attacking. Can't convert that time. She's 5 of 10 from the field. Lacan on the transition. And Tanisha Rock. Cardoso off. Sky have cut it to 14 in the third quarter. Connecticut now leads by 20 once again. Beck Allen tips that pass away. 5 turnovers for Connecticut. Has done a really good job taking care of the basketball, but heads and bodies colliding their heads after that exchange. Angel.
Sometimes that contact is inadvertent, but the foul was on Lacan on the ball handler.
Ooh, wow, that eye is swelling up.
Yeah. Reminded me of the Mystics' Kiki Iriafen, who sagged on her forehead the other night.
Charles from mid-range. Connecticut highest in the league at 14% of their shot attempts. Atkins tried to thread the needle to Cardoso. Mabry breaks it up. Hartley to Charles, who lays it in. And Charles yelp 18 points. Beck Allen fouled again on the three-point.
And then almost dare her to knock down the shot.
Quickly putting ice on that eye. I saw Rashid Mezion talking to Angelica Suffren, pointing to his eye, trying to plead his case a little bit for his player. This is definitely a series defined by physicality, and Hartley is stone cold today.
Player who was out of the league for a little bit. And she's healthy now. She's had 5 surgeries since 2020, and she's healthy, unlimited, average 15 points a game, and it's carrying over into this WNBA season.
Yeah, it's a great point. I feel like that kind of rejuvenated her and drew interest. Rivers with double figures, 10 points off the bench in the first half. Mabry for 2, in and out. Connecticut get us it right back. Rivers all kinds of confidence today, misses that shot. High off the glass for Atkins, surgical. Mabry for 3. Uzun to Angel. Driving, penetrating, blowing past everyone. And Angel's in double figures. Partially. Beck Allen back to Angel. Elizabeth Williams takes the pass away. As Angel, she wants her. Over to Kia Nurse, her third three-point make, and has ignited the crowd at Wintrust.
They've shown toughness and resiliency. They will not go away. They fight for 40 minutes.
And we'll head back the other way. Offensive foul call. Uzun, oh, comes Rivers. Bounce pass, Hartley not there, her first miss of the day.